Alright, we have the walkway here into the building and out there, and we have a stair here that we need to go up to load this machine. And the challenge today was that we packed something right in front of the stairs. So packing the machine, went up the ladder, packed the machine and went down again and almost fell over this box. So we're gonna try and make some demarcations on the floor to provide a little bit more clarity on where we should not pack any items. Furthermore, on today's improvement, we did some really nice labeling of the floor here, putting the pallet jack in place with his label, removing that dust and shit on there, placing a nice label, labeling the walkway to keep it clear, and it looks freaking awesome. Okay, this morning's exercise will be to do a little bit of 3S'ing on our washing machine. That will be basically a standard operating procedure on how to drain the tanks, how to clean it out, and a few basic labels on clarity of what valve is for what application, and that will help to guide the SOP and the user through the process. So coming back to what we discussed this morning, we have some nice labeling, basically standardizing the valve names, and that will be a good guide for the SOP, which is in progress. We are not yet done with it. One improvement opportunity is this pipe which we use here. Perhaps we make a little bit of a better hanger there. Now, while we did all the draining of the machine, we discovered some really cool pain points. So one was that we have this cover over there. That cover sits on top of this column, but now first of all that has to be raised to a certain height when we clean it. So we managed to do some labeling over there, bond to some of the labeling on here. Secondly, there is a little lubricate point, that screw over there in front. I'll try and show it. There it is. That is a lubrication point. It's never been touched, so yes, it's to be installed for one, but then it's a real struggle to take off this column. You have to open the ceiling, two people standing on there, and then be able to lift that column, just because whoever built this didn't think about the next person, and they installed this whole panel with plexiglass in a way that you can't unscrew it. So we'll remove this. We put some riv nuts in here so that you can mount it easier, and we make a little access hole, so when the column is in position, the lubrication hatch is available and we can actually lubricate it without having all that motion of removing the guard and putting it back again. And if needed, we have an easier way of removing the plexiglass so that we can clean any dust, dirt accumulation within that area. So yeah, shows you just by doing a little exercise, a little Kaizen, a little 3S'ing, the improvement opportunities that you get by, if you do a simple exercise like an SOP even, to put out a standard procedure, and you discover the whole struggle that's involved, or even areas which are untouched. In this case, a lubrication bearing, linear lubrication point on a bearing that has to be lubricate it every now and then, and it's simply not done because it's a struggle. So yes, I love it. Thank you.